Alright folks, so what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with League of Legends, the unsung hero of the ARAM series. And in this one I am playing Soraka in what was probably the single most intense ARAM I have personally been in. Most ARAMs are usually one team dancing around the front of another team's tower, back and forth poke, looking for somebody to get out of position and jump on them. This one, I'd say, was about 90% clashing back and forth in the middle of the lane, under towers, and probably 5% dancing around the tower and poking. It was a really intense game, and it actually taxed my ability to play Soraka. My very first role in League, the very first thing I started playing a lot of was support. You know, I've become a very good support. I'm not a great support. I actually think I'm a better support than I am jungler, and maybe people would agree, but that doesn't mean I consider myself a very good support. But even still, I really was tense this entire game. I mean, there have been games that have been long, intense, back and forth. Uh, you know, one team dances around the Nexus, then they get beaten, you get pushed down to their Nexus, and you really don't know which team's going to win. Things are close. But I mean, this was just like nearly continuous action through almost the entire game. And it was really, really taxing. As you can see, just immediate engagement right there. I believe Corki already flashed out. Draven taking damage. And my team, we look at a disadvantage right on the surface. As you can see, we're up against 3 ADCs, a CC tank in Leona, and a strong AP bruiser in Vlad up front. So that's quite a lot for us to come up against in terms of what we have. But we have 3 very strong CC tanks. We do have sustain, and we also have a good lockdown in Dark Bind with Morgana. So we have a fair amount of CC on our team. Despite the other team having Leona, we actually have more CC. And I really feel that my team played it right by going in hard most of the times. You can see right there, bam. Doesn't even hesitate when Vlad got nailed. Unfortunately, he did die, but it was still the right instinct to go in after Vlad like that really hard. It did not work out in our favor, of course, but it was still the right instinct for sure as far as I see it. And I'm still hoping, beyond hope, that something happens with LOL Recorder soon. My frame rate jumps between like 45 and 60 constantly, but when I play the game itself, I'm an easy 60 FPS consistent, so I don't know what the hell's going on. As you know, in the last game, I can't even jump back, but anyways, enough of that. Just look what's going on here. Just more heavy engagement back and forth. I'm using as much Starfalls as I can, throwing out my heals, throwing out my silences. Right there, stopping Vlad from using any of his abilities, and that will end up allowing Xin to get a kill in return. And again, more Starfalls, and here I try and flash and Starfall Corki. Unfortunately, it did not work, and Corki was able to get away with a sliver of health. But in just a moment, I think... Zap! There we go. Nice dark binding by Morgana. It does take out Corki. Now, I love playing Soraka in ARAM. I love playing Soraka in ARAM more than I love playing Sona in ARAM. She's just so versatile. Yes, her heals do have long cooldowns, so it is really, really important to get the max cooldown reduction right away, which of course I do by going the Chalice and the... And Leona actually does this a lot. You see, we just chain in the CC there as Leona she hooked too far away from her team. Plain and simple. She hooked too far away from her team, and we just chain CC'd her down. But there we go. Mumu just going right in, getting some damage on Vlad, and he's going to get hooked, and yeah, that's going to be the end of that. As, my team's strength is starting to poke through a little bit, as even though we did give up the first kill, we are now ahead 4-1. So looking pretty good so far, but man, with Soraka, it's so easy to clear waves, to pick up CS, even though CS isn't like vastly important. in this game, it's still very important. Oh, Amumu, I don't think he meant to get that hook like that. He just went way too far, and Corki will go after him and pick him off. I tried to go back to help him, as did Morgana, but there was nothing we could do. So we're backing off into the tower right now. A little hurt. Mana's low, particularly for me and for Morgana. So that doesn't help our situation at all. But it's not terrible yet. You know, we've still got a few things we can do. And another Dark Binding on Vlad. And unfortunately, Xin goes a little too far. Shen coming in, trying to get the damage out. I am going to fall. I didn't use barrier. I just didn't hit it in time. I don't think it would have saved me anyways. So now we're all tied up 4-4 early on, and oh well, no, not anymore. Now it's 5-4. But still, you know, Amumu's in there fighting, and Morgana's in there fighting, and let's drop down the fight. Yes, Amumu does die, but our tower is still holding on, and the enemy team is low in health, and they don't have a way to bring their health back. I am not level 6 yet. Oh wait, yep, now I am. I sold off my last pot. And yeah, I popped that wish to try and help Morgana live, and she doesn't. We give up 2 more kills, even though we do pick up Misfortune. I'm trying to bring down Vlad. I realize I'm going to take too much damage trying. Corki does come in to try and get me, but I just barrier out his damage, and then Shen comes in with a taunt as well. I don't know if it mattered if Shen got the taunt or not. I was greatly appreciative of it, don't get me wrong. But I think I would have gotten the kill on Corki because he thought he was just going to come in and get a quick kill on me. And he didn't realize I still had barrier, which meant his demise right there at that point. But yeah, CS isn't a huge deal in the game, but it is important for sure. It does help. As you saw me just a little bit ago, I picked up 87 gold from clearing an entire wave, or nearly an entire wave, in one shot. As again, I'm trying to help Amumu live, and I thought I got the kill there, but no, it was Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao got the kill on that one. I was trying to put some damage on the tower, but it's not working. We're not able to get close enough. Corki's missiles do hurt, and Xin just going in deep, and oh frick it, live. Yeah, with a sliver of health, but he's alive. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. As Corki going balls deep, Mumu trying to turn around, and no, it's not going to work, and Morgana almost dies, but not quite. Corki again after her as well, and here comes the CC lock, despite the fact that Leona did use an ulti there. And nice Dark Binding under the tower, and nope. Was not able to bring it down. Shen tried and taunted in the complete wrong direction, but I'll give him an A for effort on that one. Unfortunately, Morgana does die, and yeah, I'm going to go down as well. And my team, you know, hurting at this point. Xin Zhao very hurt, as the tower is now completely exposed, but there's not many minions up there, and here comes Amumu. And even though they do get to push the tower, Mumu goes right in immediately, and so does Xin Zhao following in. And we do end up picking up Vlad. Don't do that. And pop Misfortune as well. Draven is forced to back out, as well as Vlad, so that protects our towers. You only get a little bit of damage on it. But here we come again. There's Morgana throwing out the Dark Binding, although she misses, but her Tormented Soil will help keep the minions away. There's Shen. There I am. We'll be able to easily clear the wave out. Man, having Morgana and Soraka on your team means easy line clear to help protect your turret. As Vlad does pop down, and I don't know who Amumu was aiming for, but if it was for Vlad, he missed. But I'll get the kill with the banana, and then I'll just start starfalling, and it's going to be right around this point that the game actually really felt and starts feeling intense as we just continuously engage back and forth. As you see here, Leona dives in, her team turns around to fight. I'm trying to help Amumu live. He does pop his ult. He's still going. We do pick up Leona. I actually get the kill on that one, and I flash out. Xin Zhao turns around and picks up the kill on Corki. Misfortune will get away as I'm throwing out heals and bananas and silences as quickly as I can. I've already got the Ionian boots. I've also got the components for the... is it called... This is the Chalice of Harmony, so the other one's the Grail, right. I got the 2 components for the Grail. My standard opener for this one, it's my alternate opener. Basically, I have two openers for AP. Opener number one is the Catalyst Protector, along with 5 health pots. But in this one, I decided to go 3 Duran's rings with 5 health pots. And yeah, unfortunately we lose 2 there, even though we did pick up Vlad. So we're low health, but we have good minion clear. We do have Shen. If they decide to dive us in his tankage, they don't have much of a minion wave up front. Namumu immediately goes in on Misfortune. Unfortunately, well, no, he does get him, but he's going to die in return. And there will be an ulti on me, but Leona kind of backing out. I don't know how Corki ended up pulling aggro, but it was enough, as I saw that Corki moved the wrong way, for the towers to finish him off. And Shen able to just have that all that tanky ability under the tower, able to protect it. Leona barely getting away with a sliver of health, as my team does come back in to protect the tower, which is a little bit more than half health right now. So I do finish off the Chalice at this point, and I'm actually waiting for a Giant Spell. Now, normally I don't like to bring you games where I do this, where I DC. But number one, I didn't DC too long. Number two, my DC did not adversely affect my team. So I don't mind bringing you this game, especially considering how intense it was. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. As Shen jumps out and dies, Amumu goes under the tower but is able to walk away. But if you quickly look at my team, look, Randunes and Thornmail. And we get Thornmail here. We also get Glacial Shroud. Look, Amumu here, he looks like he's working for, you can watch the action on the screen because I have DC'd at this point. We also get Sunfire Cape. We get the beginnings of an Aegis. We also get another Cloth Armor here. My team is building very tanky specifically against them. And unfortunately, yeah, you can see I'm just standing there. And here they come. Now, I honestly expected to be dead. But right there, the game realizes I've disconnected. It actually runs me out. Look at my team just dive in and save my ass. I don't know if they did that purposely or not. But I was forever grateful that I didn't give up a free kill. As you'll see, I will come back fairly shortly here. So we've only got a 3-kill lead right now, and we're actually down in gold very slightly. But you know, there goes Shen just being aggressive into the turret, taunting Vlad, pulling that turret aggro. Man, getting near a turret with a Shen is just dangerous, no matter what version of a game you play. And locking Leona into the tower as they back out. At this point, I came back. I used my ulti. I used my heal on myself to bring myself back up to half health from about. I think I was around a quarter health. Give me one moment. Okay. So I'm back in the fight. My team's going, and like I said, I've got max CDR. I got the Giant Spell. I actually wanted to go Rylai's Crystal Scepter, and in all due honesty, if the game went that long, if I had died, I don't know if I would have gone straight into a death cap. I actually kind of wanted to get. I wanted to be a little silly this game. I did want to get a death cap at some point, but I actually wanted to get a Frozen Fist and follow it up with a Lich Bane. I don't know. No, that actually wouldn't work. Not a Lich Bane, a Frozen Fist, and follow it up with. Honestly, I forget. I know it wasn't a Lich Bane, but I forget what it was at this point. But I definitely wanted to get a Frozen Fist because it would have given me some armor against them, AP and extra mana. I think it would have been a strange but effective item in this game. I don't know how. Maybe you disagree with me, maybe not. I don't know. But I liked the thought at the time, and I still like the thought now. So Amumu and Morgana die, but they are coming back as I work to bring up health and mana on my team. And here's another engage. And despite the ulti, there is a nice Dark Binding that's able to get my team out. Draven going in and almost got Amumu hooked. I'm not quite sure how he didn't. As Amumu just going heavy in, and there's a nice ulti by Amumu. Draven way out of position is just going to get CC'd into oblivion. I'm not sure what Leona was thinking of doing, but now she's out of position and she's getting badly beat. And the Shen ult onto Xin Zhao is going to mean the end for Leona. Yep, there it goes. And there goes Vlad as well. And Corky's going to follow. A nice double kill for Morgana. There is the ulti from Miss Fortune, but I get a quick ulti on Shen. Not a quick ulti, a quick heal on Xin Zhao even to make sure he survives. Man, there's so much going on. I can't keep up rewatching it, let alone when I was playing it. But yeah, we did get the kill on Miss Fortune. She got too close to Xin Zhao, and Xin just hit her with a charge, and she died. And we're finally able to knock down a tower 15 minutes into the game. And then Draven's just going to explode as he gets caught. And I actually pick up the kill on that one as well. Vlad and Leona trying to come in. Vlad going a little too far at this point. Shen realizing it, and then, yeah, there's the taunt. There's the Dark Bind. This is nice staggering of CC. And Shen just dies under that. Corky again trying to come in, but he's going to be protected by Leona. He is back there trying to harass. Xin Zhao jumping in, and then Shen coming in trying to pull the heat off him. The Shen has more health, able to survive as I'm throwing out heals. Morgana working as a body block at that point, trying to protect. And then, well, here comes a full health of Mumu, and there's just something you don't want to come up against. And you know, Leona's just going to get knocked around and CC'd, and she's going to get beaten down. She'd have been cut off by a Mumu anyways. Leona, if you look at her build, she's going full-on tank. This is not a bad idea, considering that they really need one. And, well, that's going to be the end of Corky as I pick him off with a banana throw. And, yeah, there goes Miss Fortune. I'm really low health, so I'm trying to stay back. I don't have my ulti or heal for a while, so I really can't help my team. Although I'm trying as we go after Vlad, and there we go. We pick up Vlad. I have a heal back in a second. There we go. And I don't know who I throw it on. I'm holding it because I'm wondering if people want to die. Yeah, there goes Xin Zhao to try and get himself killed. Unfortunately, Leona's going to be there, and she's going to pick up the kill on him in return. And we're trying to get the inhibitor, but we don't have our most damaging people here. In fact, none of us are really damaging. And then Corky comes in, and there's one down, there's two down, and I just bail out with Morgana. Maybe if I stayed, we might have been able to do something, but I honestly don't think so. I was going to, here we go, I was going to pick up that sigil, but I decided to give it up to Morgana and pick up the next one. Because between my heal and able to give her mana, this will put us a little bit close to equal terms. In terms of mana and health, and between the two of us, we actually have really good wave clear. So we really should be able to protect, yeah, see right there. We're easily able to protect the tower from a minion wave coming in so that the other team can't come in and just let it go. And Draven getting a little too far forward. Nice ulti scattering everybody there and putting Leona into a bad position. And, man, Draven was caught, but nobody could follow up. Zin's still trying to as he's going really balls deep. He does get on Draven and does pick up the kill. Unfortunately, he won't be able to get out. But nice hook by Amumu is going to mean the end of Morgana there. As we're continuing to push forward, bull forward in this point. So I get a beautiful double kill with Starfall there on both Miss Fortune and Vlad. And we will finally be able to take the inhibitor. And Amumu going balls deep. Shen misses the taunt and backs out, but Amumu just keeps on going. And with a little bit of Morgana help, and somehow with my help, maybe I threw a heal on him, we get the kill on Corky. And then Draven comes in and he starts throwing his ulti and his axes. He's not using his spinning axe much, though, so he's not doing a whole lot of damage. Somehow I pulled turret aggro. Not sure. Vlad uses his ulti kind of willy-nilly. I'm not exactly sure what that was supposed to do. As they do chase us, and the Mumu just turns around and engages, and Shen turns around and engages. I don't want to get into the Miss Fortune ult. I do have health, but I'm not that tanky. I actually moved too far away there. And Amumu does go down, but you can see my team is starting to come back despite being hurt. We have that much CC, and then I don't know what Draven was thinking, but he's done. And then Miss Fortune gets taken out, and then Shen dives in, and he's going to get taken out. I do throw him a wish, and I try and come around to pop him a quick heal, but there's no way. It's too late. So I just immediately fall back and head for the tower, pick up the health sigil along the way just so they can't have it. And now I am concerned. We haven't lost a tower yet, but that doesn't mean we won't. I've still got my early builds. I don't have anything else except a Chalice and 3 Duran's Rings. Or Grail in this case. Plus boots. So I haven't died very often compared to like Leon and Corky. They've been back to buy plenty of times. I don't have a lot of damage. There's not a whole lot I can do. So I'm actually very worried, but here comes my whole team again. And just coming straight down, missing the bind, but that's okay. And there's Shen, my whole team, and Leona fatally jumping forward a little too far. Zid gets in, gets a beautiful ulti, scattering everyone. And we just decide to knock down Leona and just knock down Drag Out at this point. You know, this is the final. We kill them all. And Corky trying to get away, realizing it's not going to happen, turns to fight, and it's just going to get annihilated as I pick up another double kill. 13, 3, and 30, very good in terms of Soraka. 71 CS. The only one to really come close is Corky at 53. Although our big killer, our main damage for the game, of course, is Xin Zhao with 22, 9, and 20. That's a big boy right there. And there goes turret number 2. And they are starting to spawn, but it's just a little bit too little too late. And the Nexus will fall now. There we go. So, yeah, as you can tell there, I actually feel like I did a better commentary on this earlier, but I actually had my microphone muted through the entire thing. So it actually sapped some of my energy. But either way, I love Soraka and ARAM. Just her utility, even though she has longer heals, her Starfall is just a major factor. Her heals are sizable, plus she has an entire team heal, and her silence can be key in many situations. She's just so much fun to play, and this is the first time I've gotten to play her in a long time. And of course, when I do play her, man, my ability to throw heals and silences and be in and out of position as I needed to be was really taxed on this one. But it was a lot of fun. It was probably the most fun in an ARAM I've had in a long, long time. So do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, folks, this is One Big Bugger signing out, and I'll see you then.